Okay, YouTubers, this is Kung Fu Ever number 2. I am your host, Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This will not be a lice video. If you are a Trump supporter, I have to make this video. It's more for me than for you. And this young lady is on point. And yes, she's a black lady. Y'all probably all know her. Between her and the AOC, Republicans, y'all got y'all work cut out for y'all.
To say, Mr. President, guess
You gotta
what?
let it play twice.
Russia invaded Ukraine. Can we at least agree on that one? Facts matter. Y'all, this is literally potentially putting us into an international crisis. We may be heading towards the next world war because we have a president that wants to pal around with Putin and wants to do everything to make him feel good, including lying about who invaded who. Mr. Chair, I got a minute left, but I really want to yield to any of my colleagues and ask them if they will say today, very basically, that when it came down to the war in Ukraine, that it was not Ukraine that invaded Russia, it was the other way around. Is there anybody in here that has enough courage to say that Russia invaded Ukraine?
You can have my time.
And this is yet the problem.
One more time, y'all. It'll play again.
It is time for us to say, Mr. President, guess what? Russia invaded Ukraine. Can we at least agree on that one? Facts matter. Y'all, this is literally potentially putting us into an international crisis. We may be heading towards the next world war because we have a president that wants to pal around with Putin and wants to do everything to make him feel good, including lying about who invaded who. Mr. Chair, I got a minute left, but I really want to yield to any of my colleagues and ask them if they will say today, very basically, that when it came down to the war in Ukraine, that it was not Ukraine that invaded Russia, it was the other way around. Is there anybody in here that has enough courage to say that Russia invaded Ukraine?
You can have my time.
And this is yet the problem.
So I made a stitch to that because of last week's clusterfuck with Trump and Vance riding on Zelensky's ass. And I'm pretty sure I didn't pronounce his name right. And I'm probably going to butcher that shit every day for the rest of my life. And that's okay because I'm never going to deal with this man for the rest of my life. Just like I have no intention on dealing with Trump. Ever. Ever, ever. I don't like that man. He does not like natives. He does not like blacks. And for all you fucking tokens that are native or black that voted for him, I don't really want that much to do with you. You made a bad call and you're going to own it. You know, I don't hate you personally, but that decision that you made, it hasn't affected you yet, but it will. It's just a matter of time before the other shoe drops. You know? No. I still don't know who the Jim Crow bro is and who Mama T is. But when I find out, I will actually use their names. But for y'all who don't know, the Jim Crow bro was the dumb black bastard that said that black people were better off during the Jim Crow era. Yeah, you're a stupid motherfucker. We all know you got that ass-kissing Tim Scott, who, by the way, isn't on Trump's cabinet. And neither is Mama T. Excuse me. You gotta ask yourself at this point, if y'all saw that clusterfuck with Vance and Zelensky and Trump just mishandling this whole situation, I'm gonna say some shit, and you're not gonna like it. And I expect to lose people. Well, see, here's the thing. If I lose people, it's because something I said has probably affected you directly. And that's cool. I'm not mad. You know, fact of the matter is that if you're supporting Trump, then everything that I say is probably going to hurt you or affect you directly until it actually does hurt you or affect you directly. See, a lot of people that signed up for Trump, they thought they were going to get lower eggs and lower gas. How's that working out? It's probably not. But also, another thing that people fail to understand is that when it comes down to the bottom line, the man done lied to you. He literally lied to you about Russia and Ukraine by saying that Ukraine started the war against Russia and y'all ain't saying nothing. That makes you part of the problem. I've been saying shit since the shit came through. If you follow me on TikTok, then you know I've been saying shit. I've got like maybe 7 or 8 videos saying, are you Trump supporters finally going to say something? And nothing. Crickets. They showed video on The View of how Lindsey Graham and the other guy that froze was against Trump. And then when Trump got in, they were kissing his ass yet again. Do one thing or the other. If you're going to kiss the man's ass, kiss the man's ass. But don't lie to the people. Yeah, I bent over and I kissed his ass. Okay. And keep kissing. Lick his asshole. Knock yourself the fuck out. But don't come back and lie to the people who put you where you are. I vote Democrat. I am a progressive. Anything that moves the world forward, I'm down with. Anything that moves the world backwards, I'm not down with. Republicans are going to take away gay marriage. Has nothing to do with me, but that's moving us backwards. I have family members that's in the alphabet community. I have nothing against the alphabet community. I do not date in the alphabet community. I am not a trans chaser. So if you're a pretty girl and you once was a guy, hey, you stay in your lane because I'm going to stay in mine. All right? It doesn't get any simpler than that. I'm not against you. It's just that no relationship built on a lie will ever work. No, it's just that simple. It's just that simple. And also, a lot of people who lie about that get innocent people in that part of the world in which we live unalived. No, if you was once a guy and you had the surgery and everything, you still need to tell the man you're with. Now, whatever happens after that, that's going to be between you and him. But you should never, ever start a relationship with a lie. And if you don't love somebody, you don't lead them on for 2 years and make them go get rings thinking that I'm going to get on my knees and I'm going to marry you. When that was never your intention in the first place. Be honest with people. Even if you don't think that it's going to work out, at least say that, you know, instead of letting them be with you for 2 years. If you just want to fuck and you're a girl, fuck. It's plenty of us out here that are men that would love some no strings attached fucking. Women control the sex. Because you have to consent for a man to have sex with you. So if you're going to be in a situationship, you know, I know off topic, but if you're going to be in a situationship and you are a woman, consent is everything to me. You know, if we just fucking, I want to know that so I can leave my emotions at the fucking door. You know, because men, honestly, we are weaker with emotions than women, all right? Which is why most men unalive their girlfriends because, you know, we the bitches. They not. They just control the most powerful thing on the planet called the vagina. I said what the fuck I said. It is true. There is very few men who won't bend over backwards for a piece of pussy. Again, I said what the fuck I said. You might not like it, but that was the nicest way I could put it because I like vagina sandwiches. You know, lickety splickety. But, I mean, some people don't. It is what it is. Now, I don't like receiving versus giving. Again, completely off topic. Looks like I'm giving y'all the whole 1,000 now. Anyway, point being made and back on topic. When the other shoe drops, and it will, it's going to be too little too late when it's your 6-year-old daughter that's knocked up when he gets rid of the abortion law. It's going to be too little too late when we're at war and we're worrying, are we going to be able to sleep tonight? And not only because we're not protected from invasion. They did attack Pearl Harbor. They did attack New York with the terrorist planes back in 9/11. Nothing can stop them from doing it again. But see, back then, we actually had unification. And now we have openly racist people who support Trump say what they want, do what they want. They just don't physically try to do what they want because they know for a fact, you know, you call me the N-word all you want as long as you're not in striking distance. If you're in striking distance, I can almost guarantee you when the cops show up, you ain't gonna be standing. I'm not gonna run from the cops. I'm gonna take my time. Because I'm gonna peel you apart piece by piece, all 32. 34 of your wisdom teeth are still in. I'm knocking every motherfucking one out your mouth. I'm breaking your fucking jaw. Call me a nigga if you want to. Call me chief. Call me chink. Call me whatever you want. But you better not be in striking distance. See, if you far enough across the street, I ain't gonna bother you. Because you across the street. And it ain't worth my time to catch a charge by intentionally running up there and whooping your ass. But if you right here, Nick, chief, oh, you done. Because I can get a hold of you. I'm 51. I ain't chasing no goddamn body. But if you in striking distance, you're done. Just understand that shit. You're done. You come at me with any racial slur, you fucking done. I'm sorry. You're done. When you wake up from the hospital and you handcuffed to that bed because, you know, fighting words are against the law. If you provoke a person to fight you and they beat your ass, that shit's on you. And yeah, you can press charges, assault charges, but I can counter press charges because they're going to run my record and they're going to see that outside of a harassment charge that I got from my ex trying to win her back, they're going to take my military service record into completion because I got an honorable discharge. They're going to take all my videos into consideration, and especially this one where I just said that if you are in striking distance and you call me the N-word or chief or some other racially derogatory, I literally said, I'm going to do my time. You're going to do yours too from a hospital bed because I'm going to break your elbows, I'm going to break your knees, and I'm going to knock every one of these pearly whites out your mouth. I'm going to break your fucking jaw. And you're going to remember that the next time you want to call somebody something racist, you're going to remember that Echo Fang Grey Wolf was here. I'm not going to carve my name into your face or anything like that, but I am going to rearrange your face. Which goes back to the point of the video. When it's your turn, when Trump and Vance finally fuck us, and they will, don't be bitching about it. When you see the shadows fly over your house, and all you hear is if you think that they won't attack us, then you better pray like fuck that Trump doesn't pull us out of NATO. If you think that they won't attack us, let's take you back to 1941 or 42. Just Google Pearl Harbor, because I can't get the right date right now. My brain's fried from anger and disgust. And then let's take it back to 9/11. Those were attacks. How many planes? One group of people fought back. That plane didn't hit its target. The other two hit their target, and the other plane crashed into the Pentagon. Would you think they won't try that shit again? Let him pull us out of NATO and see how well protected we are when we have to leave every base that we have established. Y'all do realize that NATO is mostly American soldiers, right? You do realize that, right? The UN controls NATO. Where's the UN? New York City. So, in case you aren't aware, the United Nations, that's NATO. And every nation in NATO. but mostly America. So he pulls us out of NATO, and every country that we've crossed and everybody that we've pissed off from the moment that we leave NATO, they're going to be gunning for us. This is not fear-mongering. This is fact. They're going to be gunning for us, and they're going to remember that shit that I just showed you about how Russia attacked Ukraine, and your golden chicken nugget, Donald J. Trump, said that Ukraine attacked Russia. These motherfucking allies that we got, they know the truth. They also know that if we're out of NATO and they're all fending for themselves, it won't take much for them to turn the weapons on us. And y'all don't seem to get it. CCR made a song called Fortunate Son. You should probably take a listen to it, but I'll break it down for you, because I'm a horrible singer and y'all are still here, so let's go. Some folks are born, made to raise the flag. Oh, the red, white, and blue. And when they play, hail to the chief, well, I should probably start that over, right? Because, you know, me blowing my nose is probably just totally fucked that up. But let's do it. CCR, Fortunate Son. Some folks are born, made to raise the flag. Oh, the red, white, and blue. And when they play, hail to the chief, well, oh, they point the cannons at you. Oh, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't that rich man's son. Nah, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't that fortunate one. Some people born with a silver spoon in hand. Oh, they're sending y'all to war. And when they ask us how much should we kill, the answer is more, more, more. Ow, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't that rich man's son. Nah, it ain't me. It ain't me. I ain't that fortunate one. Oh, some folks are born, I can't remember the rest of the words, old enough to help themselves. And it's something, something, and something, and something, and something, and y'all just go Google the goddamn song. Solve that problem right there. I used to know all the words to that song, believe it or not. And now I don't. I'm just so outraged that nobody's saying anything about the lies that Vance and Trump did on Ukraine. We all know Ukraine did not start that war. We all know that Biden was in office and Russia decided, hey, let's go on and piss everybody off. We're going to attack Ukraine because Ukraine wanted to join NATO. Because that would protect Ukraine from Russia. See how that's all rolling back into a nice, beautiful package? And it takes 1.5 seconds to tell a lie. They can destroy the world. But hey, I didn't vote for that motherfucker. I voted for the girl. So, you voted for Trump. Just be ready. I'm just letting you know. Because, see, everybody who voted for Harris, we already ready. You know, to be on the safe side, let me close out with this. This is my great-grandmother's hatchet. She's a Native American. It's not a tomahawk, it's a hatchet. Tomahawks were replaced by hatchets. All right? Almost every Native has an axe or a hatchet. I have 3. That one's older than me. This one's brand new and the other one's in a box. Got that from Walmart, $18.95. I have a bow and an arrow, 2 of them. No, but my bow is caught around the computer cord, but that's 1. It's a recurve. And this is 2. It's an old school bow that I inherited from my surrogate father. I have a couple of knives. Need to start carrying the motherfuckers back with me. At some point, at some time, you're going to wish that you listened to people like me. It's only a matter of time before the other shoe drops, and while you're bitching and moaning about the eggs and gas that Biden couldn't fix and Trump still ain't fixed, y'all voted for that shit. And you're gonna own it. Every fucking bit of it. I still follow people on TikTok who voted for Trump. They made a bad call. I'm not gonna say they bad people. I'm not gonna say they racist. But they support racist ideology. And that's the problem. If you're going to support it, you might as well just go ahead and admit, yo, I'm siding with the racist. Even if I'm not racist, you're technically just racist. I'm sorry that I had to put it that way, but Trump's a racist. They don't like Indians to me. Those Native American casinos was winning. So he wanted them to pay more than what he's paying. The 5 black people that he wanted killed were kids. The Central Park 5 took a whole ad out. Go Google it. You can find the videos around. The internet is forever. Every bit of it. All of my good and my bad shit is forever. Hopefully Disney will be forgiving and give me a job, but I'm honest. People don't like honest people. That's the problem. And that's why I gave you the whole 1,000 today. Thank you for watching. I'm Echo Fan Grey Wolf. That door is always open. Whether you want to be with me or not, that's a choice that you get to make on your own. And I will respect that choice the same way I will respect your vote if you supported Trump. I don't have to like your vote to like you. But I am going to question your fucking morals. Because even if you're not racist, if you're a black token that voted for Trump, who misled you? How old were you? How did you get past the Central Park 5 being black and thinking, okay, it's cool? Y'all know everything that happened to Snoop when they suckered him into performing for Trump, knowing that this man didn't like Trump, and then Trump got him. Just in case y'all ain't up to speed on that, go ahead, Google it. It's out there. It's out there. Snoop hates Trump, but yet had to perform at the inauguration because he got booked for that shit. I had to cancel. Give a fuck. I had to cancel. It's like, I ain't cashed that check. Send it back. Like, well, I don't give a fuck. Send it back. It's like, well, he'll sue you. I say, he can't sue me. I didn't cash a check. Send it back. Tell him to go fuck himself. You can't sue me if I didn't sign the check, if I didn't cash the check, if I didn't take the check. Nah. Send it back. No. If you're gonna be honest with anybody, be honest with yourself. Alright? Don't follow anybody that you don't like. And that includes me. Don't be led down a hole that you can't get out of, where it just keeps getting smaller and smaller, and you don't have that little juice that the rabbit gave Alice so that you can shrink and go to. Nah. Don't get stuck somewhere that you can't be. If I'm not for you, that's not a problem. I get it. I'm not for everybody. And that's the problem with most people when they get mad. I lose people, I gain people. Me getting mad doesn't change the fact that that person left. Cool. Now you deal with it. You move on. It's the internet. You know, I do a lot of cussing. That's probably going to be the only problem that Disney will have with me, is that I do a lot of cussing. But until Disney signs a deal and gives me a job where I can play a native character, I can say whatever I want. Which is why I made the thank you video before I made this video, so that you understand it. If I get signed, there's going to be some changes that I can't really afford to not do. Because whatever brand I'm going to have to represent, they're going to control the channel. They're going to allow me what I can put on and what I can't put on, because that's how this business works. So until then, thank you. And if this video has offended anybody and out of the 615 anyone chooses to leave, I respect your decision. I'm not going to get mad. I used to get mad about people leaving me. And then I woke up and said, hey, it's the internet. I've had more people abandon me in real life than the internet. So I'm kind of used to it. Anyway, thank you for watching. My name is Echo Fan Grey Wolf. This is Kung Fu Havoc number 2. Hope you guys have a great Saturday.